Alright, what is going on guys? KARNAGE here. So today the gameplay you guys are going to be watching is a 25 kill streak inside the Predator kill streak on the map Ruins by KARNAGE. And of course, a KEM STRIKE is pretty much 25 kills, but obviously you can't actually get the KEM while inside another kill streak. And I haven't had a chance to use the Predator yet, nor have I even seen much gameplay of it, but you got to admit, a 25 kill streak inside of it is pretty damn cool. So if you do in fact enjoy the gameplay today, KARNAGE's link will be down below. Go and check him out. He's really good. And if you enjoy my commentaries, my link will be down there also. Anyway, so I was brainstorming for a while this morning of what I should talk about today in this commentary because it is 7 minutes. And it seemed to me the best idea would just be to tell a story. And I do fancy myself as a good storyteller, so hopefully you guys do enjoy this one. So anyway, me and my buddies, we used to love going up to the city to skate, and chances are, if you're subscribed to me, then you've probably heard a few stories that involve me and my friends when we are on one of our skating adventures. So one day, me and my buddy decided that we would go to the city for a skate, and I do live around like 60-50 kilometers away from the city, so what we thought we would do was go to the bus stop, catch a bus to the train station, and then get a train from there. So shortly after we've arrived at the bus stop, a man who I've never seen before approaches us as we're sitting down. And this guy looked like a pirate. If I had to use one word to describe this guy, it would be pirate, because he dressed exactly like one, apart from the hat and the eye patch and all that. But he wore the garments of a pirate. And he sits down right next to me and he starts looking at me. So I'm trying really hard not to make eye contact with him, because then it'll just be really, really weird, you know, just making eye contact with a stranger who's clearly looking directly at you. So I didn't want to do that, but he started looking right at me and I'm just looking straight forward. So finally he says something to me. He says, "Oi mate." And I turn my head and there he is staring almost aggressively directly at me, and I say, "Yeah, what do you want?" And he goes, "I need you to do something for me." And like, I'm almost freaking out at this point because this guy looked like a real shifty character. So I say to him, "Yeah, what is it?" And he says, "I need you to go to that shop just down the road and steal me some bread." And like, asking someone to go and steal them some bread is a pretty peculiar request. So I'm like, "No mate, I'm not stealing any bread. The bus is gonna come, I don't want to miss it." And he just kept insisting that I go and do it for him. So finally I work up enough courage to say to him, "Look, if you want to get some bread, go do it yourself." And he says to me, "No, I can't do that because last time I was in that shop I had an overdose and the manager won't let me in anymore." And like, to this day, I don't know if that was actually 100% true, but this guy didn't seem like any stranger to experimenting with drugs. And so I just kind of ignored him, and conveniently enough, the bus rocks up just at this point and me and my mate get on. But this pirate looking guy, he doesn't get on, he stays at the bus stop. But we look out the window and he's there giving us the finger, yelling abuse at us, and we're just thinking, man, this guy really wanted that bread. So I don't know if the guy was homeless or just hungry, but the guy appeared to be on something at the present time, so I didn't really want to get involved. But fast forward about 2 to 3 hours later and we're in the city and we're skating from spot to spot, you know, just doing what we do almost every weekend, you know, finding good skate spots and all that. So anyway, we're on our way from one spot to the other and we see this man sleeping on a bench, and we stop to look at him for a second and we notice his clothes, and it's the pirate man. So I turn to my mate and I'm like, "Dude, that's him, you know, that's the guy." And I don't know if we woke him up at that point because he had like a scarf covering his eyes from the sun while he slept. And he removes it and sits up and just looks at us. And like, I'm just thinking, you know, did this guy follow us here? Because he didn't get on the same bus with us, you know, so I don't know how the hell he was there at the same time with us. So anyway, he must have recognized us because he sits up and he starts walking to us like really, really slowly. And I'm like getting ready to swing my skateboard at him at this point because this guy looked like he was gonna do some damage to us and he looked kind of scary. So me and my mate are kind of backing off at this point because we don't know what he's got in mind and what he might be about to do. And you know, by this point, he's about a meter away from us and we're still like backing away. And I'm like, "Mate, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And he walks up to my friend who didn't say or do anything to him like earlier that day. So he just walks up to him, snatches his board out of his hands and just runs off. So of course we start chasing him, and this guy must have been some sort of freak Olympian because I could not catch this guy for the life of me. So there's the pirate man up ahead running off with my friend's board, there's my friend in the middle not that far behind him, and then there's me both running after this guy. And Perth City doesn't have very many people wandering the streets during the day. It's like there's hardly ever anyone in the streets. So it's not like there's going to be a pack of people that he's going to run into to slow him down, or there's going to be some sort of good Samaritan who's going to help us out. There's no one stopping this guy, and he's really, really fast. So we're just weaving in and out, going up and down streets, left and right, and you know, he's getting further and further away, and eventually we get to a street that's kind of downhill. And this was just all he needed to get away, because he sprinted down that hill so quickly, I'm surprised he didn't fall over. Okay, so when he gets to the bottom of the hill, he takes a left turn. And shortly after, when we get to the bottom of the hill, we take a left too, but we can't see it. He's legit disappeared, and we've never seen him or the board again. And to this day, I still think that was his form of revenge for me not stealing the bread for him. So my friend was pretty bummed about this lunatic guy running off with his board, but you know, the next week we all pitched in, bought him a new one, and yeah, so that's my time here, guys. I've got to get out of here. Hope you guys did enjoy my story today. If you did, my link will be down below. I tell plenty of stories over on my channel, and do plenty of commentaries, live comms, and stuff like that. If you did in fact enjoy the gameplay, Carnage Kaiser's link will be down there below. He has plenty of unique, really good gameplays, a lot better than I can do. And drop a like rating if you enjoyed the gameplay / commentary altogether. Subscribe to Carnage Clan if you're new around here. And I'll see you guys later.
We're winning this fight!
Okay, let's go. Can't nobody come stomp like Carnage. Ha. Nobody got gameplays like Carnage. You won't see them stripes like Carnage.